So good afternoon, influencers. Good afternoon. So I'm sitting in my car and I just wanted to come on live real quick to share a quick lunch and learn inspirational message with you. While sitting in my car during the first few minutes of my lunch, I posted a status, or I posted a image with a quote on there that said, "God is faithful. You are someone's answered prayer." And I just was wanting to encourage you that you are worthy and that you are someone's answered prayer. So looking at the scripture that came to mind, Psalm 66, and it was 19. Well, going back to the scripture while I was reading on my lunch break, it says here in the Message version, Psalm 66, 16 through 20, "All believers come here and listen. Let me tell you what God did for me. I called out to him with my mouth. My tongue shaped the sounds of music. If I had been cozy with evil, the Lord would have not listened. But he most surely did listen. He came on a double when he heard my prayer. Blessed be to God, he didn't turn a deaf ear. He stayed with me, loyal in his love." So I wanted to come on real quick. I seen, different statuses about loyalty, and we talk about loyalty a lot in relationships and in friendships. However, when I read this scripture, it just birthed another perspective to me about loyalty. And before I go there, I just want to say to someone, don't allow the insignificant situation or circumstance to make you dumb down or make you to believe that you're not worthy or you're not someone's answered prayer. There are people literally waiting to hear from you. There are literally people that are waiting for the inspirational message or the encouraging words that you have simply by you telling your story, simply by you sharing the very things you have overcome. On Wednesday night, we talked about protected peace, and I had someone to reach out to me to talk about that, ask questions about soul searching and things of that nature. However, today, I just wanted to come on and say, a lot of times we look for loyalty in friendships from people or loyalty in relationships when we fail to realize that we can have people acting in a matter of being loyal to us. However, there's a different depth when you experience loyalty and love. So when someone is loyal to you through their love for you, no matter what happens in terms of the relationship, their love for you won't change just because we're having a difficult season or a difficult moment. So I just was inspired by the message here in the book of Psalms, and it says, all believers have come here and listen. Let me tell you what God has done for me. Let me tell you what God did for me. I called out to him with my mouth. My tongue shaped the sounds of music. If I had been cozy with evil, if I had been comfortable in those comfortable places, though the familiarity of what I was used to, right, I would not even have went to God or prayed to him or even asked him to help me. They say all the time, Father, I believe, but God help my unbelief. So I just wanted to share really quick. And it says here, if I had been cozy with evil, the Lord would have never listened to me. So God himself knows, even when you feel like I'm still battling with these, your shortcomings or those things that are difficult for you to let go. God himself knows when you're cozy and you're comfortable with it. At the same time, he also knows when you've had enough and when you're really trying to release the very things that make you stay in that place of contentment. So it said here, if I had been cozy with evil, the Lord would have never listened to me. But he most surely did listen. He came on a double when he heard my prayer. Blessed be to God, he didn't turn a deaf ear to me. He stayed with me, loyal in his love. I mean, for somebody to be loyal in love, like that is That's major. We speak about loyalty a lot of time, and when we think about the word loyalty, or we think about the term, we expect that, you know, oh, if I tell you something, regardless as to what happens between us, that's going to stay between us. Or if you see me do something, you're going to cover me because you're supposed to be loyal to me. However, God in his love, the loyalty in his love, even when I am unveiling and when I don't want to release the things that make me feel like I'm significant, and he's telling me these things are insignificant, when I don't want to release those things, I thank God because he remains loyal in his love for me. He understands me when people lack understanding of me. So I just wanted to just encourage you today that to understand that there is a such thing as love, loyalty and love. And when you experience that level of loyalty, that is a whole nother conversation. You don't have to question loyalty when it's loyalty in love. Because loyalty and love, regardless as to what differences we may have, when I'm loyal through my love for you, I'm not going to discredit you. I'm not going to bring shame or wish harm to come to you. So I just wanted to say, like, we just got to get to a place as a people where we understand that everyone is not on the level that we are. And we have to have love, or show love and display loyalty in our love for those ones that are still trying to work this thing out, because the reality is we don't change overnight. I don't know no man that actually said today, you know, hey, I'm not going to shop today. And it was never the intention for me to shop, but I had to run in Target. I'm looking at the Target sign, but I had to run in Target to pick up my prescription. So while I was in Target picking up my prescription, it wasn't my intention when I went to Target to shop. My every intention was to pick up the prescription, but I said I wasn't going to shop today. However, when you're working out your soul salvation, when you're working out, you know, your life, you just got to understand that it's not going to come easy, and understand that, you know, some of the things that we make very significant is very insignificant, and know that those insignificant circumstances, those insignificant situations don't define who you are as a person or who you will become. So know that God has purposed you to do great and mighty things. However, you can't get cozy with evil. You can't get cozy in that comfortable place. You have to literally, you know, relax in God and allow him to coast your journey, because he has love in his loyalty in his love for you. And that's something that we don't get from everyday people. So I just wanted to just share that word of inspiration with you all, as it was a lunch and learn for me, because I was like, wow, like loyalty and love, this is a whole nother, not only perspective, but this is a whole nother level of wisdom, right? So I just thought it was good, and I just wanted to come on real quick and share with you all, like, I can't thank God enough for his loyalty and love that he's had towards me through my processes. Not a process, but my processes, because it's continual, it's continuously a process. So I just thank God, because he loves, the loyalty that he has for me through his love is not even, I can't find terms to put with that. So that's all I got for y'all today. So understand that, you know, never allow don't allow insignificant situations or insignificant circumstances to define who you are, because ultimately God has called you to do great and mighty things. That's one. And number two, understand we can talk loyalty all day, but when we get to a place where we're displaying loyalty and our love for people, then we start to see change. So I just bless God, because he is amazing. Sister Yvette, just noticing my notifications for this page wasn't on, so hopefully you can turn those on. So tomorrow morning, tune in as I as I bring the inspirational message tomorrow, the topic will be when luggage turns to baggage. And I shared that message with Sister Yvette, and I just thank God because that message is still on me, and I want to share that with you also. Again, takeaways from this Lunch and Learn is: 1, understand and know and don't allow insignificant circumstances or insignificant situations to become so significant that you lose sight of what God has purposed you to do. 2, know that God's love, loyalty in his love is unveiling. You can't even put words to match that. So when in doubt, you question loyalty, or you're looking for that loyalty within someone else, I say to you today, look to God, because his loyalty and his love for us is just amazing. And that was Psalm 66 and verse 16 through 20. And I read the Message version. If you just tuned in, catch the replay, because I got to get back to work. So I love you all to life. Have an amazing Friday evening, and I look forward to seeing you tomorrow morning on the Wow Inspired page at 10 a.m. with the message topic, inspirational message topic, when luggage turns to baggage. Have an amazing evening, guys. I gotta go watch her live.